Oh. No, I'm just trying to set up a good spot for a shot. Remember that?
Hey, Mom.
Remember all those things in boxes? They're still in boxes. We moved about, it's going on 4 months now, and about half of our life is still in boxes. And we're coming up on our season opener for deer. I have to go digging through my stuff to find everything because we still haven't completely unpacked, and I gotta get ready. There is a lot to do before Saturday's opener. So this week, I gotta get started getting ready for deer season. Setting up my deer stuff down here. For the last month or so, I've been working a lot on getting my bow ready and my shooting practice. Now it's time to really start focusing on actually getting ready for the hunt. So getting my clothes out and prepped, getting all my equipment ready. I have to put some tree stands together and get some spots hung. Just this week I started checking game cameras, probably for what will be maybe the last time before my very first hunt. So trying to get the most recent information. I went out early this morning and I did some scouting. Just took my binoculars and the camera to see if I could see any fresh sign. I ran into one little buck in the woods. He noticed me, kind of. He just kind of walked away slowly, so I didn't spook him too bad. But yeah, a lot of just getting ready.
Every year, it's funny, I think to myself, like, why are Austin and I down here doing the same thing? It's fall, so he starts to get all his hunting stuff out, and I start switching out my clothes and the kids' clothes as well. So the shorts, the sandals are kind of going tucked away, and the fall sweaters, boots are coming out. Now this year, everything's kind of crazy. I don't know where a lot of the stuff is, and I don't want to take too much stuff upstairs because hopefully within 6 months we'll be moving again. I don't want to have to carry too much stuff downstairs. I'm trying to do the bare minimum for changeover, but I know we're going to be shocked about how much stuff we fit upstairs. We'll have to move a lot anyways. For me, the girls get one size up in the fall and the winter. It's sorting through those clothes. And the boys get all their winter stuff pulled out, the boots and everything. This year it's a little more chaotic than usual.
I want to show you what I do with my hunting clothes right before the season starts. This is a good little tip for scent control. One of deer's most powerful defenses against you, the hunter, is their sense of smell. They have a just amazing sense of smell. They can walk across a day-old trail and know which way you were headed and when you were there. So you constantly have to be thinking about how to control your scent as best as possible. I've learned working with my bird dogs, it's impossible to really hide scent completely, but if you can fool the deer just enough to get them close to you, that helps. The best thing you can do is always keep in mind what way the wind is blowing and make sure you're always downwind of the deer and that they're not downwind of you. One of the things I do though, just as a precaution, it's gonna rain today. So I've taken all my hunting clothes out of storage. I'm gonna drape them in a pine tree. We have pine trees in the area all over the place, so that smell of pine isn't going to be strange to the deer. Actually, these are spruce, I believe. I'm gonna hang them in the spruce tree. They'll get that little pine sol scent to them. The rain will kind of wash any scent out of them. Instead of putting them in the laundry where we have the smell of detergent, smells deer aren't used to that smell like people, I'm going to put them out in this tree, let them get rained on, and then the sun will come out, it'll dry them off, and then I'm going to hang them somewhere, probably in this garage here underneath us, where there's not a lot of human scent and there's not a lot of animal scent. I don't want the cat getting on it or the dogs. I don't want my kids' smell getting into the clothes. I want to keep them smelling like the outdoors, so I'm going to hang them up in this tree. Camouflage is not as important for gun hunters. A lot of old timers would go out in the woods just in a flannel and shoot nice deer. But for bow season, I do use camouflage. Actually, I use camouflage all the time because my nice hunting clothing is in camouflage. I bought camouflage clothes because of bow season. Having a pattern does help break up your silhouette while you're in the woods. And I've had deer get very close to me and not notice me. Sometimes they pick you off. Doesn't make you totally invisible to them, but a little bit helps. So you will notice I use all camouflage clothing as we head out in the woods this opening day. I actually have a combination of real tree and mossy oak. I'm not real choosy on what pattern to go with. Whatever's on sale is what I get. Back home when I would go hunting, 9 times out of 10 I would hunt away from our farm. We had very few deer on our property and it was only 10 acres. So I had this giant duffel bag that I kept packed with all my stuff. But here, the bulk of the hunting we're gonna do is gonna be either here or at my brother-in-law's farm, which is really close by. So I don't really need this big duffel bag full of all my stuff. I'm gonna put all my gear in this dresser. And just like my clothes out there, I'll break off a couple pieces of spruce, maybe some hickory nuts. Whatever has a good smell that is around locally, I'll put in there with all my stuff to kind of keep the human scent down and mask it with more natural smell. This is my Hooyman Extendable Saw. It extends. Extendable pole saw that I pack with me sometimes. Hot hands, I use these all the time. It's nice to not have to wear too many clothes when you're bow hunting, but if you're cold, you just throw a couple hot hands in. They work really good. Turkey call. Extra fire starter just in case. Ooh, my grunt call. Caught a lot of nice deer in with that call. Plate call. Well, we all know why you pack a little bit of that. Boar snake. Oh, that's cool. That's my, clip that onto the tree and then you can hang stuff onto it so you can just store all your stuff nice on the tree. Told you I like hot hands. Another turkey call. Now this is a good find. Wondering where this is. This is one of my older Moultrie cameras. We now use all A and M series Moultries. They were kind enough to send us those. You can see in that video. This week I've been checking the cameras. Now I'm really starting to put a plan together for opening day, which is Saturday. I'm starting to pay attention to the time that the deer are showing up, what direction they're moving, and that way Saturday morning I'll know where to go, where the deer are. I'll know what wind direction I need and where I need to be so that the deer don't smell me, and that really ups my chances. We're really busy here on this farm, on this homestead. I like to spend time with my family and my kids, so I can't hunt every day all day long. I like to make my punches count as best as possible. If I can go out opening morning and have a doe down already, that's what I prefer. So using these game cameras has been an incredible tool, and you can see we're getting some really good information, most recent information, your MRI, is going to help me make a plan for Saturday morning. I like to use streamlight flashlights when I'm out on the hunt. A lot of their streamlights they make with multiple color options. They have a green color light, which you can use. Apparently wild game are not supposed to be able to see the color green light. So you use that light when you're walking in so you don't scare the deer. They have a regular white flashlight, just a regular light, you know, for walking through the woods in the dark. And then they also have a blue light, which is supposed to help you when you're looking for blood if you're tracking a deer that you've shot. So I like to keep a handheld, and I also wear a headlamp. These are rechargeable, so I'm gonna charge up that battery and have it all ready for Saturday morning. I'm really excited about this. We've been using Summit Treestands for years. I use a Summit climber when I want to go and try out new trees. And Summit was kind enough to send us a double ladder stand, which I got to put together, but then also 2 of these RSX Raptors. These are hang-on tree stands. Really nice, big, comfortable seat, which if you're going for a long sit, that's something that I really like. And if you're taking your kids with you, it helps them kind of just sit, rest, not get too fidgety on the stand. So I want to start putting these guys together. They're pretty much all assembled. I just have to put a footrest on because I like a footrest. I'm kind of like, when I'm up in that tree stand, I want to be comfortable. As you can see, I am wearing it on my back. Not sure if I installed it upside down or not. I'll have to email my friends over at Summit to see if I did it right. But the reason this thing is so cool, it's a hang-on tree stand. It has what's called the Talon bracket system. So you buy one really comfortable, nice, high quality hang-on tree stand, and then you just buy a couple of these Talon brackets. You pick your favorite spots on your farm to hunt, you put up steps and a Talon bracket, or even just a Talon bracket and just get one set of steps. And then you have a really comfortable, good quality tree stand that you can sit in all day, that you can put all over the farm so you're not hunting the same spot over and over. And all you do is pack it in the morning on your back. It's nice and quiet. You walk through the woods, you climb up your tree, click it into the bracket, which I'll show you how to do in another video when I actually hang it in a tree. And you can hunt a whole bunch of different spots in your cozy, comfy tree stand. I like using my Summit climber, but sometimes if you've ever hunted out of a climbing stand, you know it's hard to find a good tree for a climber. So I'm really excited this year to hang up a couple different Talon brackets. They sent me 2 of these, one for me and one for my son. So we're gonna be able to hunt the whole farm. Thank you so much to Summit. If you're interested in getting some really good quality tree stands, like I said, I've been hunting out of Summit for years. I've paid money for them because they are the best quality stands out there, and they were just kind enough to send us these Raptors to show on the channel. So thank you guys. Link below or click right there and you can check out the Raptor series. I'm excited for this. This is gonna make this a really good season. Now I gotta go hang some of these. Leave your Talon on a tree, and if you buy a few more Talons, save a lot of money instead of buying a bunch of stands, then you have multiple places to hunt. I really like this setup. I'm excited to use this year on this property. That cow's in heat and she is noisy. I don't actually know what's in this box. Yeah. Oh, nice. Ooh, fancy. Nice. Oh man, they hooked us up.
It's cold.
This is cool. This is their Pro safety harness. Easier to put on, quicker, just simplifies the whole process. 30-foot safety line with dual prusik hitches. And this is just like sweet. They're a harness accessory kit. Guys, thank you so much. This is awesome. I can't wait. Oh man, opening day cannot come soon enough. When you buy a tree stand, they are obligated to give you a safety harness. They are not obligated to give you a fancy one. These Pro harnesses, they have a couple things about them that are just, they make them a little bit sweeter. This, if you fall out of the tree, you'll notice how that's stitched. It slowly opens up and descends you down to the ground so you don't have to like cut yourself and try to land. So that's additional safety. There's a little bit of flex to it so you don't stop yourself suddenly if you were to fall out of the tree. Plus there's a little stretch to it if you need to lean out and take a shot. My tree harness does not have spring to it at all. So if I try to lean out and I pull tight, it just stops me dead in its tracks. The other thing that's nice about these Pro harnesses is how easy they are to put on. I'll show you that. My tether in the back, which attaches me to the tree. And now I can take this accessory pack and I'll be like Batman with my utility belt. Wouldn't you say that deer had a nice coat? Tool pouch, small utility bag, phone pouch. That's for phones, binoculars, climbing rope, hoist rope, tools, flashlight, pruners, all on your tree harness. So you have all your necessities right there. Ha. Hey, need a linesman's belt? I don't do a pretty bad Batman.
You don't do a pretty bad Batman.
I do a pretty good Batman.
Hey Batman, I need your help.
You need my help. Okay, I have never used this before, so I got to play around with it a bit. In a future video, I'll show you the right process, how I hang the tree stand and everything. I just got to figure it out first, so. I'm going to have a link below for all this stuff. If you are interested in any of it, you'll find a link below. Very special thanks to the guys at Summit for sending all this. This is going to make for a really nice season. And I can't wait. It's all very safe, comfortable stuff. It's going to be really nice for getting my kids out hunting, which for me, the thing I'm most excited about this season is getting them out with me more. Back home, we weren't able to hunt our own farm a lot, so they didn't come with me much, but they would always come hunting with me here on this property when we'd come out to visit, and now they'll be able to come out with me pretty much, you know, as much as they want. So that'll make for a really good season. Kay is wrestling with Luna, trying to shoot something down her throat. But Luna's not having it. What's going on here? Guess in the comments below, and then tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time to find out. All the gear you saw in today's video are listed in the links below. And if you're interested in getting the Summit Raptor tree stand, it's a really great stand. Click on that link to learn more about the Summit Raptors.